Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Cline, and today we have the 2025 Toyota Prius Nightshade Edition. The Nightshade trim is going to be based on the XLE, and it's going to sit just underneath the Limited at the top of the hierarchy of trim levels. This yellow paint is called Karashi Yellow, which is based on a Japanese mustard or condiment, and I think it looks really cool. If we're talking about vibes, I'm going to say that this is giving comfortable, cool, fuel-efficient taxi vibes. And what better of a taxi to have than the Prius, because it gets 49 miles per gallon combined. The Prius is going to start at around $28,000 for this year, but the Nightshade starts at around $33,000. So what do you get for that $33,000? Let's get into it. The Prius has a 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine paired with an electric motor that's going to get you 196 horsepower combined and 139 pound-feet of torque. The Prius is going to come with bi-LED projector headlights. You have automatic on headlights, and then you have LED DRLs. And I really think that the new headlights look awesome. I think that the front end is really cute. It looks very smiley. The one thing that I wish that the Nightshade had is a front camera. I do believe that the Limited trim has it, but it doesn't come on the Nightshade. And I just love a front camera so that you can keep this pretty little front end intact. The Nightshade trim is going to come with 19-inch black alloy wheels paired with all-season tires. You also have heated power mirrors, and then you're going to have 12-inch brakes in the front and 11-inch brakes in the rear. But I think that the black accents paired with the Karashi yellow looks really cool on the Nightshade trim. Another important thing to consider about the Prius is that it comes with Toyota Care, so it's going to get 2 years or 25,000 miles of complimentary maintenance, which I think is an important value add to consider when you're talking about the total price of the vehicle. Inside the Prius, you are getting a 7-inch screen for your dashboard, and then you have a 9-inch screen for your infotainment center. You have heated front seats, you have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and then your wireless charger is over here, which is nice to have. But this 7-inch screen, though it is small, it is mighty. We drove this across the Alligator Alley, and it was probably the easiest drive that I've ever taken in a press vehicle, because that dynamic radar cruise control and lane keep assist and all of the other safety systems work so well together. When you have this screen up here, it's going to display when a car is beside you or in front of you. So when you have all of those systems activated, you can see all of the vehicles around you on the screen. When a car would get in front of us, it would slow down and keep a safe distance between us and the car in front of us or beside us. It changed lanes flawlessly, and it honestly just impressed me very much. But because the Prius has all of those safety systems standard across the board for the Prius this year, it has an NHTSA 5-star safety rating. So not only is this an affordable car, but it's also super safe. The new roofline of the Prius means that you lose a little bit of headspace over the last version, but there's still a ton of room back here. As you can see, there's still a ton of leg room over here too. You have 2 chargers, you have lights up here, and then you have this secondary moonroof, which is really cool to have. Overall, the Prius has more room in it than you would think. It's fairly spacious, and you could definitely fit adults back here comfortably on a long trip. You're gonna get LED taillights on the rear here, and then, let's see if I can get this up. Back here, you're gonna have 20 cubic feet of space in the cargo area. The nice thing is that these seats fold down in a 60-40 folding fashion. So if for some reason you can't fit everything that you need in the cargo area, you can put both those seats down or just one of those seats down and get even more space. We actually had a ton of suitcases in this car over the weekend. I had a Yeti cooler, I had dresses, I had everything, and I really didn't think that it was all gonna fit in here, but it did surprisingly fit in there, and there was still room left over. The Prius also only weighs about 3,200 pounds, so you're just really getting the whole package deal with this one. So we've talked about the inside of the Prius and the outside of the Prius, so the only thing left to do is take it for a ride. A very quiet ride. It's giving us 196 horsepower, I think 147 pound-feet of torque. So just enough you know, more than a Miata, which I think is really a funny comparison. It has a little getup. It's zippy. I would call it zippy. The vibes are zippy. So it's not very heavy. It's not very big at all. But for what you're paying for it, 33 out the door, this thing has enough getup and has enough space, has enough everything to get the job done. And actually, it's faster than I thought it was going to be, because when you see 196 horsepower, and we're in eco mode for the record, you do have a couple drive modes. Our drive mode button is down here. We'll put it in sport for this drive. And I did feel that it was like an immediate change in the throttle response. Everything that you want to see is up here, especially when it comes to the cruise control and the lane keep assist. All of that is up here and highlighted, which is super easy to read because you don't have a head-up display here, but where the placement of the screen is, it's kind of like a head-up display anyway, which is why the steering wheel is so low, because when the steering wheel is up, it kind of blocks everything. And also, we'll test the dynamic radar cruise control because I was using it earlier and it's actually so good. A car that I had recently, it wasn't good. It didn't perform as I had hoped it would. And I had a Lexus before that, and the Lexus one was so good. And then I got into this other brand and it just wasn't as good. And now I'm back in a Toyota, and like it's just light years ahead of some of the other brands, which I think is really crazy because they're all 2025s, but there really is a significant difference in the systems when you drive them like in quick succession like I am. Look, a school bus. Okay, we're the same color. You can't see the outside. We'll throw it in the video. School bus, we're twins. I'm basically a 4-person school bus. Okay, I'm gonna step on it to a red light. All right, that was to 60, but you could, I'm sure you could hear the engine drone during that. This bad boy is loud. When you're on an airplane and it puts you to sleep, it's like one of those. It's like white noise, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. I wouldn't suggest you race any Ferraris. Thank you, Ferrari, for participating. I really don't suggest you race anything with the laws the way they are these days. You'll go to jail. So let's play with the cruise control. It says pay attention. I'm just going to tell you what's happening on the screen just in case you can't see it. We have all the green lights on, so we have cruise control going on. We have lane keep assist going on. It's keeping us a safe distance from the car in front of us. And right now we're going 47 miles an hour in a 50, which is acceptable. It's just keeping us at 47. It just wants us to be safe. Oh, see, I'm not pressing the brake. It sees all the traffic in front of us and it slowed us down a little. And we're not like at a dead stop, so now it's letting us go a little bit more. Stopping again. I'm not doing anything right now. It's keeping us in the lane. It's slowing us down, and now it's speeding us up because we are not totally stopped. We have a green light ahead. So it's doing a really good job. I have it kind of set to keep us far away from the car in front of us because it is 4 o'clock on a Friday. More braking. Okay, it's doing all of that. It did all of that, which was really scary, I'm not gonna lie. Look, my foot is not on the brake. Honestly, I don't know if I'll ever get used to that. So now it says 48 miles an hour waiting because it knows that we are at a stoplight. So you can either press resume to keep going, or you can press the gas and it will bring you back up to the speed that you were at before, which I think is, okay, we're back in action. I'm not doing anything. Gosh, you're so smart, little Prius. So you might not be a fan of these newfangled cruise control things. I totally understand. But if you sit in a lot of traffic or if you have a long commute, I feel like something like this is kind of invaluable. It also has road sign assist and all of those fun things, so I can see that we're in a 50-mile-an-hour zone, and we're only going 47 because, like I said, we abide by all the rules. And this is just the regular hybrid, so you can get the plug-in hybrid, the Prime, or now it's called the Prius PHEV. But I like the standard hybrid. I think that if I were to buy a Prius, I really like this one. And honestly, I like being a school bus. So for the most part, that concludes our little test drive of the Prius. And I just love this darn cruise control. I was super impressed by how well the Prius did on the highway with all those safety systems, and it really is just the total package, especially for $33,000. I hope that you've enjoyed watching our review as much as I've enjoyed driving it. Please subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to leave one in the comment and check out some of our other reviews. My name is Amanda Cline. This is the 2025 Prius. Thank you for watching.